I was recently meeting with a client who had a financial planner who does work a lot in dentistry, who had suggested that her staff costs were too high. The financial planner that she was working with was using a national market data, which didn't really reflect the market data in her area. She was concerned and asked what she needed to do about cutting staff cost. Her staff costs were running right around 28-29% of gross revenue. It used to be pre-COVID that we would say that staff costs should be 25 to 30% of gross revenue. Now, it is not uncommon in more metropolitan areas like Atlanta, Austin, and Los Angeles for me to see dentists have staff costs go up as high as almost 35% of gross revenue. This is because of the increase in what hygiene salaries are. So I think when you look at what your staff costs are, you have to take into account the area that you're in and what would be comparable in that area. It's very similar to looking at rent. You look at rent in more rural areas, and the rent as a percentage of revenue is not going to be nearly as high. However, when you look at rent in more metropolitan areas, it's typically going to be a larger percentage of your revenue. Staff costs have to be looked at in the same way. So make sure when you're looking at the percentages, when you're looking at cost, you're not just looking at a national percentage that goes across all market sizes. Look at something more specific to the market size that you're in.